the audacity of the cheater to I am boiling. She lacked the confidence to do better. And that's why I'm talking about marriage, money, and confidence. So today we're going to be talking about women, marriage, and confidence. And before we get into these three important topics, I want to welcome you to my channel. Thank you so very much for clicking on this video. I really appreciate you for stopping by. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and also leave a comment. We do a lot of things on this channel: fashion, affordable and luxury hauls, home decor, styling, and everything. And right now we're adding gossip, because this is going to be gossip stroke educational topic, I guess. So let's begin. So right now there's a controversy happening to one of the biggest music legend in Nigeria, Two-Face Idibia, and his wife, Anne Idibia. And using this scenario, we're going to talk about marriage, as I say, women, marriage, and confidence. Anne Idibia is an actress. Like, she has been featured in a couple movies. She might not be as popular as like Rita Dominic, all of these other girls, Inedo and Genevieve, Naji, and all of that. But she had appeared in a couple, movies. And she's also a mother. As I say, she's married to Two-Face Idibia. And they met when they were young, when she was like 17. That's for what what I've read. I knew her being featured in one of his biggest music, which is the African Queen music. She was in that video music, in that musical video. And she have two lovely girls for Two Baba. We call him Two Baba. And from what the story have been and from what we have seen so far, Two-Face has been promiscuous. Like, he's had babies while they were still in relationship, and I think he had babies while they were still married. But I think in total he has 7 kids, from what I understand, and two out of those 7, two of the girls, his last. So I think Isabel is the last baby, I think. And then the first daughter, I don't know what her name is. I think she's like the 5th baby. I don't know. But he had 4 before Anne had her first baby, her first daughter, which he cheated before he cheated with other women before they finally got married, and she got her first baby. They were still together, allegedly. So now we're going to talk about women, marriage, and confidence. Society from onset has it that women were supposed to produce babies. We're supposed to make the home, and we're supposed to be submissive. We're supposed to care for the home, and we're supposed to tolerate. And when I mean make a home, I mean domestically, you're supposed to do everything, and the man is supposed to go out there and bring the money, and he is supposed to be the breadwinner. And this is from the African point of view. Western life have a whole different view, and they had to fight. Women had to fight to be recognized. Africans and maybe other third world country have kind of, in a way, tried to imitate or follow the disciplines or the fight that the Western women are fighting to get to the point where they are recognized. We as women are recognized not only as people in the society, like civilians in the society, but also to be able to have some sort of equal right with the men. Some women have chose to remain in that traditional form where they tolerate the men, they tolerate the cheating, because they're the one bringing home the money. And Anne, as a case study in this topic, is really not one of that traditional women, as you put it, because she have a career on her own. She brings, if nothing, but little tiny money home, I'm assuming, from her brand deals. She's on social media. I'm hoping that they pay her and all of that. So I that is the reason why I want to talk about confident. Even though she is not that traditional type of a woman, like that sits at home and just accept her, accepts to be a homemaker, which she is, because she manages her home. Um, I think she lack confidence in a way that she is tolerating. She lacks confidence because her self-esteem is low. I'm assuming because the fact that Two-Face cheated once, she stayed cheated twice. And when I mean cheat, I mean he cheated with evidence. There are different types of cheating. Men, some men cheat, but they protect themselves. So there's no baby, there's no STD with it coming. They cheat and there's no sort of baggage with them. That's it. But he cheated with evidence. Evidence one, evidence two, evidence three, evidence four, which means the four kids. Um, but she still stayed. And that's why I said she lacked the confidence to get up and energize herself, to motivate herself to walk out of that door and never look back. She liked that confidence of seeing herself as a better person, as a person who is not supposed to tolerate that amount of cheating. Cheating in any form, but that amount of cheating. She stayed by it and was ridiculed by people, and she still stayed. And she was hoping, I guess, for a better marriage. She lacked the confidence to do better. And that's why I'm talking about marriage, money, and confidence. Tell me the reason why Two-Face cheated with so much children and Anne stayed. She makes her own money. She's a very beautiful black woman. She has babies. Okay, because most African men would cheat because their wife have not been able to have kids for them. Yes, that is a thing. But she had babies, but he still cheated. She has body for the goddess, but he still cheated. But with all that beauty and all of that body, she lacked the confidence to walk out of that marriage. She lacked the confidence to say, no, I can do better. Because I just don't understand it. Mind you, allegedly, Two-Face can't even. Okay, let's not go there. Okay, let's talk about Anne because I love her so much and I wish she did better. So, a couple years ago, 3, 4 years ago, young, famous, and African started, anything because we were imitating a show here in America. And mind you, anything Africans do, whenever we copy things from people, we overdo it. So I watched couple episodes from that, from a season. I don't know if first season. And I was so disgusted because the amount of hate that Anne got. And that made me stop watching that. My best friend, she always want to talk about that. And I'm like, Ariel, I do not want to talk about that because it pisses me off. And I feel like I'm going to curse everybody. But Anne needs to be, she needs to take responsibility because she's been dragged online socially for something that Two-Face did because she had no confidence to walk out of that marriage. She's been dragged by people that is not even enough to stand in her presence because from what I understand, she has 2 degrees. But she had no confidence, and that is the reason why somebody below her can insult her right there and she can't say anything because she allowed she lacked confidence to walk out and say no, I am not tolerating this. And now recently Two-Face has even done it the worst. The second season for um Young, Famous, and Africa came out. Like I think it was like ending of 2024. And Anne was being dragged for her wig. She was being dragged for Two-Face cheating. She was being dragged for being on drugs right now because she's not on from allegedly she's not on drug. I don't know. Um, she was being dragged for everything. But then Two-Face decided to be her biggest hater, and allegedly announced that he's separated from his so-called wife Anne, and he's filing for a divorce. The audacity of the cheater to I am boiling. The audacity of a cheater to come out and say the cheater, filed for divorce. And you have finished women. You have finished women. Baba God. I called my best friend. I'm like, can you believe? And he's been dragged for so many things, including his cheating. And he has the audacity, the effrontery to say he's getting a divorce. He's the one filing for the divorce, not who he cheated on. And I'm like, that's not even possible. That is not possible. Okay? To add sugar to injury, I be pepper to injury. He announced that he's dating. Like, bro, it's not even up to 2 days you announced that you were separating from your wife and getting a divorce. That means you haven't even finalized the divorce. How are you in a whole entire relationship with a girl a lady you have been in a relationship for this long, and now and marriage for this long, and now all of a sudden you are disrespecting her, your child mother or your children mother, after going through all the things she went with you with your side chick, which I blame on. When I won, if okay, I always blame women for fighting the side chick. Like they have nothing to do with it. Fight with your man. He is the one that went out there. Yes, the lady liked him, but even if the lady approached him, he would have walked away. But the fact that he disrespected you and said yes and cheated is something. But the fact that this cheater called Two-Face, a legend, a musical legend, came out and publicized that he is getting a divorce after cheating severally to one of the political members. They say her name is Natasha. I don't know anything about her. I really don't want to talk about politicians. Okay. But allegedly, he is in love with somebody, another woman that is not his side chicks, his baby mamas. And he has this another audacity to flaunt it on social media and say that he proposed. And in my head, I'm like, Natasha, the supposed Natasha is a politician. She got there because she's smart, I'm hoping. And I think this is just some sort of PR stunt because I don't think this is possible. How is it? I don't know if Natasha was ever married, but from what I read, she's not been married. She has no babies. And allegedly, she's accepting to marry a man who has seven children, cheated on his wife several times, and she's accepting, and she's rich, a politician, and she's accepting to be in that type of relationship. And this is to tell you, this is to show you that there are women, there are people out there that really don't care. And in her head, she's thinking she's the better one because he's dishing the others and he's leaving the others for her. So she is the better one. Now she is the most favored. Okay. And I'm just like, wow. I mean, you're educated, you're a politician, and the first man you want to get married to is someone that has seven kids from different women. Okay. And that is to show you, even though Natasha has money, she lacked the confidence because what it is. And now she wants to get, allegedly, wants to get married to a serial cheater. And that's what I want to talk about. When do we as women decide, okay, yes, we are married, but we were women first before we got married? Um, when do you decide to love yourself first before your partner? Because you have to love yourself first before you love somebody else. When is when is the time for you to say no? I'm not taking this anymore, and I've had enough. These are questions that you as a woman need to ask yourself. Do you have the confidence to walk away? Do you have the confidence to say, okay, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, but I still want to bring something in to this house as financially? I know women recently have been talking about, oh, I'm not doing 50-50, I'm doing 100%. You can do 100%. The man can pay 100%, but make sure that you have your own money, your vex money. Growing up, I always hear about work with your best money. Even if it's your husband and he messes up there, get into a cab and pay your own money and leave. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just how it is because why? Who gave Two-Face the audacity to do this to his wife, the children of the mother of his kids? It blows my mind, and that is very important, really, really, really important. And I would like any woman that watched this video from today to try to build the confidence to always say no if things are gonna harm them, if it's something you think is gonna be a hindrance to your growth, you walk away from it. There's always something out there waiting for you. Something. out there waiting for you. And we don't have to abide by societal rules that you're a woman, yes, you have to be married, you have to have babies to survive. Yes, you need your money. Okay? You need your money. And that money also, I don't want to say that money will give you confidence, because Natasha has the money, but she lacks confidence. That's why she's belittling herself to be married by a serial cheater, allegedly, and a father to multiple kids with different mothers. So, having said all of this, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video, because the way it's angering me, I'm gonna spend the whole day talking about this, and I know you don't want to listen me. You don't want to hear me repeat same thing over and over, because I'm gonna be going at it. So leave a comment. Let me know what your opinion is about this whole Two-Face and Idibia saga. I really don't like to get into this sort of gossip. I really don't want to be like, but I'm a big fan of Idibia, the way I'm a big fan of Chioma Davido, and I hope Davido behave. I hope because he's like Two-Face, sort of like kind of character, allegedly. So, but let's go ahead and end today's video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and also leave a comment, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye bye.